Um, I'm trying to sleep at the moment, and I keep getting fired under here and along here. And sure enough, as soon as I turn the camera on, the weaponry dies down. Oh, I'm sick of this shit, man. I just want to sleep. So, a couple of days ago, it's weird because what tends to happen is that if you're fired on one part of your body, you tend to be fired there more than once. So, for example, I was fired back here. At first, it started with like a small cut right here, like an incision or something. And then a couple of days ago, so this was like Thursday, Friday, like there was a slight slicing action going on in the back of my head here, almost as if to pinpoint exactly where they wanted to hit. And the next thing I know, on Saturday or Friday, I can't lose track now, there's something being fired at the back of my head here, and it's affecting my ability to sleep, and it's affecting my ability to function. Again, imagine if I was in my room, because my room is not facing. It would have been even worse, because there have been times where I've been in that room. The pain here, which is happening as well, would have been 1,000 times worse. And then it would have been me calling the police, trying to tell people, look, I'm being electronically attacked. I'm getting the usual shit, like, and I can't be fucking arsed with it. I can't be arsed with telling people that I'm actually being electronically attacked every day and being met with liars and gaslighters and people that want to delude themselves about what they think is going on. Like, I can't deal with it anymore, so I just don't call them. I don't call emergency services. I don't feel like being gaslit about my experiences. I made a video on Friday and I took it down because I wasn't happy with it. And the reason I wasn't happy with it is because there are some details that I'd left out that I want to talk about. The first thing that I want to talk about is I hate this so much. Okay, so there was an incident in Nottingham involving a black family. They were Muslim as well, and okay, let me just gather my bearings. Okay, I'm sorry. It's a horrific story. It really is. So apparently, there was some racist dickhead, and they burned a house down, and unfortunately, it had a mother and 2 children inside. And up until that point, the family had been reporting harassment to the police, racial harassment to the police. And over again, the police gaslit them, made out like there was nothing wrong. Up until the point where a family literally ended up dead. The dad was the only one left over. So it was like Bijan Ibrahimi all over again. Because if you guys remember, Bijan Ibrahimi was a Muslim man, and he was disabled as well, and he was calling the police, calling. These people are harassing me, calling me all kinds of shit. He was even falsely accused of being a paedophile. Where have you heard that one before? He was even falsely accused of being a paedophile. And he was burned. I think he was beaten to death, and then his body was burned. You have to look at his story in order to find out exactly what happened to him, but I think that's how it goes. That's how he died. I shouldn't forget anything like that, but head injury, it is what it is. I'm going to post a link as soon as I post this YouTube video. So it's like Bijan Ibrahimi all over again. The poor man was beaten to death and called the police multiple times. Nothing was done. I think it was the same case with the disabled boy who was constantly being bullied. Once again, the police did nothing. And the disabled boy ended up dead. I think for anybody to delude themselves and still, at this point, you're making an active choice to delude yourself. And after almost 2 years of being, not 2 years, but 2 decades of being aware of my targeting, I realized that it doesn't matter how much evidence you have on your side. It doesn't matter how many similar situations keep propping up. People are going to believe what they believe, even if it gets other people killed. They don't care. They don't care. All they care about is their own ego. And they can try to reason with themselves. No, we're just normal people, who don't believe dumb conspiracy. No, you are willing to follow your ego all the way up into other people's deaths. And the only time when you're going to give a shit is when it reaches your doorstep, or when you're aware that it's reached your doorstep. That's the only time when people are going to care. Why does a young family have to die? Why does a young family have to die? Why did that even have to happen? None of that had to happen. Absolutely none of it. They could have arrested not that family. Sorry, I'm thinking of my situation. They could have arrested whatever goons were racially harassing them. They could have arrested them, locked them up. At least given this family a break. But no, they didn't want to do that. It really baffles me. It staggers me that secret police, security services, and intelligence services would rather waste their time targeting people who have done nothing wrong and trying to make them do something wrong, which takes longer, is more expensive. Like, this is the thing about being a targeted individual and being an MK Ultra like victim, right? All of this like behavioral control shit through electronic torture, it is way more costly than just getting somebody who's done actual wrong and convicting them and having them banged to rights, because sooner or later they're going to leave evidence behind because they get too cocky, right? So it is literally easier and cheaper to handle people who are doing wrong than it is to do all this shit. In fact, that's probably why people don't believe us for real. Because how the fuck do you reason with yourself that spending more money harming innocent people, manipulating innocent people into either committing crimes or being a whore of the state or being like, or being a vegetable, like one of those 3 things, you'd rather spend money and time doing that than actually getting people together who have actually done wrong? That's what fucking confuses me. Why the fuck are people like me staying up with a swollen fucking face through electronic torture injuries, having brain damage from electronic torture injuries? Why am I sitting up here with my heart being manipulated into, in the hopes that it will have a cardiac arrest incident, right? Why is that happening to me when there are so many child molesters and child abusers that could have been locked up by now? Why is this happening to me? Why the fuck am I sitting here with a swollen face and pain in my jaw? Why is my throat being burned for singing? There are people literally abusing children with whatever body parts they have, and yet you're keeping your hands off them, you're keeping your rays off them, you're keeping your surveillance off them. They get off scot-free. But people like me who ain't done shit, look at my face. It's fucking swollen. Look at this. Swollen from the amount of electronic weapons that have been fired on it. They even fucking fired weapons into my arsehole just now. They fired weapons in my fucking arsehole. Like literally fired a laser in my arse. That's what I'm saying, right? There are people who are sexual sadists who do shit like this. They fire at your private parts. They love firing at your private parts. They love debasing you like that. They love manipulating your nervous system so that your private parts are set off. They love doing that shit. They love fucking degrading you. I just want to fucking sleep. Leave me the fuck alone. Why are you doing this to people like me? And you're not doing this to pedophiles. You're not doing this to traffickers and child abusers. So you're telling me you'd rather give them a pass than let innocent people... Look at this shit. And for what? I can't even talk properly because the amount of weapons that have been fired here, and especially here. I'm losing bone over here. I can't talk properly. I'm supposed to be sleeping. The kids upstairs are supposed to be sleeping. They got school tomorrow. And when they can't fucking go to sleep, who gets the brunt of their fucking racist, genocidal, fucking piece of shit behavior? Who gets the brunt of it? Me. Who gets it? Me. Because they can't, their fucking parents can't raise them properly. Who gets it? Me. Same type of people that got that fucking poor family killed. Cunts. Every single day I have to be punished over something that isn't even my fault. And again, what I'm getting is light work in comparison to what some other targets get. Some targets are literally AR'd and SA'd every single fucking night. Let alone going through the kind of sexual assault that me and other people in my position go through. And on top of the electronic torture, on top of, it just doesn't stop. I don't want to talk about this shit because every time I do, I get fucking people backing away or backing off or trying to make me out to be something that I'm not, deluding themselves that none of this is going on. In the meantime, I'm suffering. I talk about what's happening to me. Nobody helps. And it would be self-sabotage if what I was saying right now wasn't literally important to the health of everyone else. I'm sick of this shit. I just want to sleep. And as soon as this camera goes off, it's going to go back to fucking pounding my face or pounding the back of my head or fucking pounding my vagina or something like that. It's going to go back to that all over again. Or burning my fucking anus or something. Like, it's just going to go back to that all over again. It's disgusting. Fucking hell, man. I just want to sleep. Just leave me the fuck alone. It's constant. So anyway, I'm sorry I went off on a tangent. I have to give my condolences to that young family who were killed. I can't even imagine the pain the father must be going through. And the thing is, right, those people those people or that person who killed that poor family, they probably made all kinds of fuss about how they don't want no Muslims living here or they don't want no black people living here. And yet, do you want to hear the real tragedy of the situation? that family was about to move to America. They weren't even going to stay here. They weren't even going to stay here. Anyway, that's how much hatred is inside people. You mean to tell me people like that get off without no consequence? And yet people like me can't even sleep? This is fucking ridiculous. I just want to sleep. I just want to sleep. Like, why do I need an abscess here? I'm getting an abscess. Look. It's swollen here. Look. Comparison to this. Although I have to admit, I've lost a lot of bone here. So it was always going to look different. But look at this. Look at this. Swollen. Tired of this shit. So yeah, I'm tired of this. Go fucking target some actual murderers. Like, what the fuck are you doing over there? Oh, but this world is run by cunts. I swear to God, man. I just want to fucking sleep. Leave me the fuck alone. I can't even sleep in my bedroom. I've got a beautiful big bed, big double bed in my bedroom right there. It's so comfy and it's so beautiful. I can't even sleep in there. And it's not even because of the noise. It's because of how bad the fucking electronic torture is. The amount of fuss them cunts upstairs will talk that you have been making about me sleeping in my own bedroom. I want to sleep in my own bedroom. This is why it's important to enjoy your life as much as you can. That's why it's so important. Because moments like this are inevitable. It's just fucking ridiculous. Like, I just can't deal with this anymore. I don't know how much more I can take. It's not even been 2 decades of this. I've only been aware of this for 2 decades. This has been going all my life. This has been a whole lifetime of this crap. 30 or more than almost 40 years. It's almost 40 years I've been going through this. Anyway, I'm going to try and get to sleep. I severely doubt I'm going to get any sleep tonight. Fucking sick of this. Anyway, I gotta go. I've woken them up. It's not that I don't care or anything like that. It's just that, like, there's nothing I can do. If I'm being attacked with weapons during the night, there's nothing I can do. I don't have to make videos, but it doesn't matter whether I'm quiet or not. I'm gonna wake those people up, unfortunately. I don't like the idea, but You know, I can't avoid it. Can't avoid that. At some point, the way these weapons were being fired at my body, I would have woken them up. There would have been nothing to avoid that. Sick of this, man. I'm gonna try and get to sleep. I'm probably not gonna get to sleep. As soon as this camera comes off, the torture's gonna be even worse than this. Bet you any money. Because that's what the fuck they do. They're such cunts. Fucking cunts. I hate them. I'm not talking about them up there because I don't think they're the ones firing it. I don't think it's them. I don't think it's them. They're not. It'd be too obvious and I'd hear everything. So if anybody was going to do it, it wouldn't be them. No way. No way. And they brag about it. They'd fucking openly fucking, no. I don't think it's them doing it. It's definitely some coming from somewhere else. It's north facing. So there's no way it could be coming from up there. There's no way. So, anyway. Sick of this nonsense. I'm going to try and get to sleep. I don't hold any hope of me getting to sleep tonight. But I'm fed up of this shit. I'm really fed up of it. I gotta go. Bye.